Well, greetings again. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt with the American Orthodontic Society, and we were still talking about tongues. Now, there are some people that have the tongue is not big enough, or else the teeth are too small, and so if you close the space, their face would be in like that. So we didn't want that to happen, so we put an extra bicuspid in on this lady to fill the gap in this oversized, in this situation, an undersized tongue. And so that filled the gap and let the tongue kind of come in there and fill in the area around it. So we'll show you that case right quick here. And this is a young lady, and she's got a kind of a flat facial profile anyway, so we didn't want to reduce it and bring her face in any like that. So we added teeth to the arch. And so we're going to come in here and add a tooth. Now, in working up the case, she had gaps in the teeth where the tongue was pushing. It couldn't fill that space up like that. And so we didn't want to reduce this to make the face go in some, so we added teeth to the arch. And that can be done. You just have to add a false tooth. And so correctly, we added teeth in either one of these gaps like that. So we go in and we move this. She had another big space back here. She'd have to have a bridge in that area right here. We brought this cuspid tooth back in here, or bring it up, and now we put a bicuspid in that area. And over here, we close this space, brought these teeth out. If I remember correctly, we put a bicuspid in that area. So here we go. So we open this up, and we're going to put a tooth in there. Now this is a false tooth right here. This is a cuspid, a permanent bicuspid, central, lateral, and here's a false tooth over on this side. So we did the upper arch. We added teeth to that arch, and just we fill that gap up. And so we're going to fill up those two spaces, and on the bottom we pull that together and I guess put a bridge in that space. So here we are. We'll have to kind of upright this tooth in this area and bridge it in this part. And now we'll close this up and we put an extra tooth here. So here is the extra tooth we put in the front. This is a cuspid and two bicuspids, and here's the extra tooth in that area right there. Now here's the teeth we added. It's hard to see them. Those are added teeth right there. They give us more space in here, and her tongue fill that space. On the bottom now, we went in and pulled these teeth together, and then just put a bigger bridge over there. We didn't try to crown the other teeth in this. And so now we've got the two bars, the cuspid, and near the four anteriors, and we coming up back on this side, going back. Now we hold that open, and we put a center in and had a bridge made for that spot. And we checked the condyle to see that it was working okay, and I had no TMJ problem with it. We worked on that too. So here we've got 3 molars, you see. Over here, you'd have to bridge that and fill in that gap. So we get somebody to do that for us. So we filled up the gaps now and put a couple of extra teeth up in the upper arch. Down here we just made the bridge bigger and moved the teeth around to give us plenty of space she needed for her tongue. And we put retainers in, and we had the teeth on the retainer, and then she could go and have teeth put in those spaces. Now we made a lower, kind of a temporary partial. It's a bar going in here, and put a saddle in there to hold that open so somebody can come in now and bridge it from here and here, just have a bridge with a couple of teeth in it, or maybe 3 teeth. And that's the end of that. So I'll say this is one of the rare cases that I had to increase the space for the tongue. It just needed more room in there, and the lady was kind of caved in a little bit in front anyway, and I sure didn't want to close that space and let her go in more. So we did it in this manner. So thanks for watching, and we will go to another case here in a minute.